Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. I've got another pickups video for you here. Just a few finds from today, nothing that is like overwhelming or anything like that. Don't worry, I didn't pick up any more dance mats. I couldn't find any more of those, and honestly I don't think the Retro Dungeon could actually hold any more of those. But to begin with, I'll get started at the Goodwill. Probably the best finds of the day, I think. Not super valuable games necessarily, but things I really wanted to get into my collection, and I'd never seen them out in the wild before, so I think they're kind of cool, and you guys can help me out with that and figure out if you can tell me what you think about it. So let's get started though. The first thing that I found there was a soundtrack for Starcraft 2, and this is factory sealed, so I thought I would pick this up. I checked online, this really isn't worth a whole ton, but still, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool item right there, and the fact that it's sealed is kind of neat. I'll probably put that in with a contest winnings or something like that down the road. I don't know when I'm doing my next one, but that'll probably go in with that, or I might just chuck that in if I do a trade or something coming up here shortly. The first title that I actually picked up video game wise is for the original Xbox. Actually, all the titles that I found at this particular Goodwill were for Xbox. There was a number of them there today. They weren't there yesterday, unfortunately, because that would have made them half price, but they brought them out today. I'm sure that's part of their way of flipping things, or whatever you like to call it, but they brought these guys out today, and I thought I would pick them up. The first one here is World War II Combat Iwo Jima, and I don't know a whole lot about this game, but looked pretty interesting to me, so I thought I would pick it up. This might become trading fodder, I'm not totally certain about it, but this here is like impeccable shape, just beautiful. Thing basically looks brand new. I won't even have to clean this. This can go directly into my collection, that's how good it is, and I never say that about pretty much any game, so pretty awesome right there. Same thing, excellent condition. Oh, for that one there I paid $5. Actually, for all of these I paid $5, so I won't have to mention that again. They were all $5 each. And for, I think, the Halo, or not the Halo, what am I saying? The Starcraft thing there, I paid $2 for that one. So, like I was saying though, that one there was $5. So is this one, Fable 2: The Lost Chapters. I can't remember if I actually got this game before or not. I'd have to go back and look at my collection to see, but I wasn't going to leave it behind, and it's in impeccable condition again. It's like the other one, basically new. Disc is not perfect on this one necessarily, but much better than a lot of the things that I find, so this is pretty wicked right there, and if I don't have that in my collection, that'll definitely be going in. Moving on, I found an interesting title, not as clean as the other ones. I'll have to clean this one up, but I think it's interesting in the sense that I find it interesting in that this version here is not nearly as expensive as the one that's on the PlayStation 2, although I imagine this is probably the better version of it because it is on the Xbox, which has like better graphics and sound, I think. So I find that kind of interesting. And I already own this on PS2, so I might actually trade my PS2 one away and use the Xbox one because it's actually cheaper, and like I'd rather play it on the Xbox. So I don't know, you tell me about it. If you've played both versions of this game, let me know which one you think is better, or maybe there's a reason why the PS2 one is more pricey than this one, but I still wanted to pick it up because I did want it for the original Xbox, and that's the Warriors. And this one here is complete, and obviously this, you can see there's a GameStop sticker there, so I'll have to get that off. So this was used before, so the case is kind of beat up, but hopefully I can do a case swap somewhere down the line here and you know, clean this up a little bit, but otherwise it's in pretty decent shape. I mean, the manual's in nice shape, the disc is in relatively decent shape considering the fact that someone bought it and then someone else bought it and used it and so on. So that's pretty cool right there. And the last one here is a game I don't know a whole ton about because I didn't really follow this series basically past the NES because I didn't have a Super Nintendo, and I never was aware of these games on the Genesis and stuff like that back in the day, so I sort of didn't really follow the series, and I didn't pick it up when I got like 360 and stuff like that, but it still looks cool. For $5 gonna add it in anyways, and it's Castlevania Curse of Darkness, and that one there is also one of the ones that's in beautiful shape, so this must have been part of someone's like, original collection. The disc is relatively decent. It's got some little minor scratches and stuff on it, but ultimately it's in great shape. Pretty awesome right there. Again, I don't even really need to clean that too much to get that on the shelf, which is really nice. Haven't played this one before, so if you know about this game, please let me know in the comments below what you think of it. It not being like super valuable or anything like that, I can't imagine that it's that great, but you let me know. Moving on, I walked into a Value Village. I hit up all the different shops today. I only found a few things at a couple of them. The first thing I found here was at the Value Village, and it was loose disc, which you don't often see, but there's loose disc, so I just grabbed like a random case to put it in, so that was empty. So it was like this sleeve thing that said "The Power of Love" by Kenneth Copeland. Whatever. It's not The Power of Love. It is The Power of Fatal Frame 3, The Tormented. And this one here, I'm gonna have to see if it actually plays. It's in miserable shape on the back, but this will be an excellent test, I think, for the resurfacer to see if I can get this to go, because I'm going to try to play this and see if it goes, and I don't think it will, and then I will give it a shot. But this game here is fairly valuable, so I thought I would risk it, and for that I paid $1.99 because it was loose. They didn't charge me like a ridiculous amount of money for this or anything like that, so, and I showed them the condition, so they sold it to me for a couple bucks, which is really nice. But that's that. And then I hit up all the other spots I usually go to. So those are the first two stores that I went to. I hit up the other three. There was absolutely nothing there for me. And then I went to pick up my son from daycare again, and he has an insight into the thrifting business, I guess, or something like that, even though he's like 2.5. He said he wanted to go pop some tags, which means go to the Value Village nearby. And it was already the one that I hit up earlier in the day. But I'm glad I did, and I followed his advice, because when he says to go, we go, because whenever he says that, there always seems to be something there for me. And in this case it was an NES System, which is just the system basically, and it has 2 controllers attached to it. For that I paid $15, which I thought was a decent deal. It came with like some miscellaneous AV cable, which I'll never use. I'll probably just unplug that now, just sort of shoved to the side of it, but I'll probably never use that. I have my own cables for these systems, but there it is. It's in pretty weird shape, like it's been taped and stuff on top. I don't know if there's damage underneath that. I doubt that there is. I don't know what the person was thinking. There's like Sharpie on it, there's just gunk and dirt. It's really dirty, but for $15 I figured, for 2 controllers and a system, that's a pretty good deal. I'll have to see if it works. Obviously got to clean it first before I put any of my games in there. I wouldn't even put like a tester game in there because it's pretty nasty, but for $15 I thought that was a pretty good deal. Those are all my pickups from today. Hope you enjoyed checking out some of that stuff. Let me know about some of those Xbox games, because even though I was an Xbox kind of guy back in the day, I never really played this game. Like I was saying, I want to know why this one is not as valuable. The Warriors, obviously Fable's interesting, and this, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that necessarily, but altogether, pretty decent day, I think. Just a few finds there. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Feel free to thumbs up this video, comment down below, and I will see you all later.